Welcome everybody to the Safari Miata Build Series Episode 1. I'm your host Speed Turtle, and today we're going to be installing a Canadian spec windshield wash reservoir bottle into my USDM spec 1991 Mazda Miata. Now a lot of you might be wondering, why in God's green earth would I be swapping into a bigger wash bottle? Well, when you're off-roading this car, windshield seems to get a little nasty on it. Most people think, this engine bay is already tight enough. Why the heck would you need to plug it up anymore? But that little washer bottle right there, that's probably about, give or take, 1 liter. I couldn't 100% tell you the exact, but that's what I believe it is. Maybe a little bit less. And, when you're out wheeling this car, you're going to get that windshield nice and dirty, and you're going to run out of fluid pretty dang fast. To rectify that situation without spending, $300-400 on a relocation kit to bring it over to the Cal and run a bigger bottle from, say, a Suzuki Cappuccino or some of the David Fab stuff or other things you can find on Moss Miata or Flying Miata, I decided, let's go with the Canadian spec. Look at how much bigger that bottle is. I believe this bottle is about 4 liters, give or take. Again, don't 100% quote me, but that is over double the size. Now, locating one of these bottles wasn't exactly the easiest. I was all over eBay, all over various marketplace websites, several used parts websites and Miata junkyards. Could not find anything when it came to this kind of bottle. The only way I can seem to find it was from, Canada. Now, this absolute legend, his name is Adrian Nizio. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, mate. He came through with me on the Miata Club Facebook page and said that he had one of these bottles, said he would send it out to me, $60, no problem at all. Well, $60 Canada, I think it came out to like 50 something US. I'm not even gonna get into the metrics or whatever you want to call that stuff. But this is his Instagram account right here. Go ahead and check that mint son-of-a-bitch out. He's got a really killer NA that he's building up right now, so definitely give him a check out. And thank you again, mate. You are mint. This couldn't have been possible without you. Well, enough of the semantics and yapping. Let's get into this. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. And just looking at it, I'm just gonna need to start off these two 10mm on this bracket. Looking at how this bracket all looks, I'm probably gonna have to do a little bit of custom work. But nothing some license plates and zip ties and duct tape and JBL can't fix. I'm sorry, not bracket, mounts. I can't English. Get out my Harbor Freight Special and get to work. Or, well, if you're in Canada and you're watching this, that'd be, what do you guys call that? Princess Auto? Or whatever. Oh, that was nice and easy. You got one. And, get out of there, you commie bastard. 2. So yank. Oh, got wires. Make sure to always unplug things. That's hot. Be strong. I'm gonna figure this out. I'll be right back with you. Okay, just need a little proper force and motivation. Get that out. I just wanted to be more careful because this car is 30 years old. Didn't necessarily want to have wiring come apart on me and crumble apart. Pull that, and where's my plug for that? No. Alright. I'm gonna set you guys down, so I'll explain it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the tube out of that. It's got a little nipple right there, so it probably wouldn't have any troubles at all. Is it raining? Oh, give me a break, dude. Now look at that difference there. Like I said, this is half, if not more than half. I mean, less than half, sorry. The size of this bottle right here. This is gonna hold so much more fluid. I understand, like with maybe ABS systems and stuff like that, or just trying to save weight because this car is ungodly underpowered. I can understand why Mazda did that, but to give the Canadians this, I like this a lot better. However, the weather up in Canada is a lot worse than here in the States, at least so I'm told. I don't know, I'm not a geologist. So yeah, I guess it makes sense that we got this instead. So yeah, let's get to work on this. All right, so pump right there, I think, because you got a little nipple going down into the frame rail, or whatever you want to call that. Oh wow, that pops right in there. That is, well, I mean, it's not secure. That holds up just fine. Not even taking up room, not even laying on the AC lines like I was worried about. Send it! Oh, he's not gonna send it. Anyway, I don't know what the hell that's supposed to go to, but something. But I don't have to worry about that, thank God. So, looking down in here, I'm gonna have to mess with that wiring plug. Get to the, oh come on, to get to the pump itself, because that's not exactly gonna reach. So I'm gonna have to play with that. It looks like the tube is gonna plug up to that, no problem. So I guess the only thing I'm really gonna have to work on is figuring how to mount these mounts down into the original bracketry right there. So I'll have to play with that. Oh, you know what? What a freaking treat. Looks like Mazda just taped that up. Okay, sweet. I don't have to extend that at all. All I gotta do is cut that tape off and we're in business. All right, well, roll that out and hopefully it doesn't crumble after 30 years of loyal service. Nice. I think that's gonna work just fine. Gonna have to bring it in for another test fit. Well, I couldn't film it because I don't have 40 hands, but extending it out like that made it to where it can plug in just fine. It is pulling the pump a little to the side, but I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, get too worked up about that. So I'm going to set you guys down again and see about routing the line and see if we're good to go on that, and then we can move on from there and try to figure out the bracketry. Well, with a little bit of proper force and motivation, looks like we're on there. And set it down the hole and get that back into the little latch or whatever you want to call that, secure or device. So yeah, everything kind of just, you know, fits in. It's like Mazda intended for it for some markets, but didn't want to spend the money to make it to where other markets couldn't modify and do it, which thank you, Mazda. So we're gonna need to figure this out on the bracketry here. So as you guys saw me do, there's the 210 mils right here. I see this little bad boy right here. Sorry, I dropped you guys for a second. Got this little bad boy right here. What I think I might do is cut up a license plate, and one side goes up to here and another side comes off here, slightly turns, twists, and goes into here. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if just one right here would work, but I mean, then again, you add all the weight of the washer fluid or water or whatever you throw in there to clean off your windshield, you know, probably wouldn't hold up too well if it was just secured right here. And I don't necessarily want to break something that's, you know, potentially 30 years old, and I just paid 60 bucks and had some absolute legend of a guy send me all the way from Vancouver, Canada. So, you know, let's figure this out. This is why I'm a firm believer of save your old license plates when you title a new car. They'll come in handy. So me and little Mr. Pair of Snippers are gonna go to work here and see what we can figure out. All right, I'm not saying it's not gonna look like homemade dog poop, but you know what? As far as this cowpoke is concerned, if it fits, it ships. Well, after making myself look like a complete moron in front of my neighbors once again, let's see what we got here. Nice. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Well, after screwing it into the bracket, you know that term, missed it by that much? Missed it by that much. So, yeah, good thing I got a couple more sides to play with. Grumpy old mechanic once told me, you think the drill bit's too big? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's only a couple washers. Don't Break it. Come on. There we go. Oh, batteries are junk. Well, you know that term, cut once, measure twice? Clearly no one ever taught me that one. So I got this one figured out. Might do a little bit of trimming to clean that up just a little bit so I don't, you know, slice myself open trying to reach in there to do stuff later. But now we gotta figure this one out. But you know, I'm just loving this good old Oregon sunshine. I really would like it not to rain on me. Also, before I got started on the other mount, you know, I tightened this all down. Oh, that holds pretty dang good. I can see with having the other one taken care of, it's just sitting there just fine. So I'm gonna see what I can do about bending and twisting something up for that, and we'll go from there. But this time I'll be a little smarter. I'll take a marker and mark through the bottom of that hole down there, so I'm not being an idiot like I was for the first one. But what else is new? Well, after wasting way too much time and way too much license plate material, I think I've got it kind of mapped out for the second one. But first one seems to be all fine. I've got it all tightened down just so I can kind of get a perfect idea of where I need to cut it. The biggest pain that I had was bending it and then getting it to turn this way. No, this way. Did take off like that, do a burnout, bud. But yeah, getting it to turn this way and getting it to lock in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill a hole right there and to see how she goes. And if any of you guys are complaining that this is all ghetto and stuff like that because I'm using license plate material, for starters, this is a Gambler 500 car. I mean, this thing is silly as enough and ghetto enough, it really don't matter. And two, Daddy Warbucks, if you want to buy me some nice stainless steel, I'd love it. Well, got the hole drilled and everything cut up. Let's hope this is the one, especially because the battery in that drill, I think it just yeeted its last haul, so let's give her a shot. Well, after bending and cutting and, you know, forcing bolts into holes and just hoping that I'm not cross-threading or messing anything up, I think we're just about set. There's a little bit of movement here, but we're just not going to worry about that, you know. Plus, there's this little sucker down here, but there is nothing around here for that to attach to. Well, at least that I saw. I mean, you guys might be in the comments going, dude, there was a hole right here, or right there, or something like that. You could have built a bracket there. We're not going to worry about that, you know. Let's throw some fluid in it and see what she does. If you guys can't guess right now, I'm pretty cheap. And I don't like to let anything go to waste. Fill her up. Asmo, or Junkmo. Hit me up if you need that thing. Well, I might need that pump. We'll see if that one works. Pretty sure he said it did. So, might be good, but yeah. Need a wash bottle. Hit me up. I'll send it out to you. Well, I did my due diligence and tried to make sure nothing was leaking. I think we're all set to go. That bottle took a lot more than I expected. And yeah, let's give her a test run. All right, moment of truth. Oh, she works mint. Yeah. I know that isn't much. And I know that you guys are probably like, why is he so stoked? But seriously, I am so happy that everything works just fine. I wouldn't see why not, but that is awesome. Let's start it up and see the vibration from it. Well, the vibration from my super budget bracket, so to say. Not even bad at all. I'm seeing no vibration whatsoever. Let's give her a little. Nothing. I'm gonna need some motor mounts soon, or whatever you want to call those things. But still, that is sweet. No movement at all. What a treat, dude. Awesome. Well, call it stupid, call it cheap. I don't care. I'm stoked to how that turned out. I want to say a big thank you again to Adrian for selling me that bottle and shipping it down here from Canada. You're an absolute legend, dude, and I really do appreciate it. I'll be including a link down to his Instagram on the description of this video so you guys can check out his sweet NA build. It's definitely really cool. You should definitely check it out. But that pretty much wraps up episode 1 of the Safari Miata build. Please like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, consider subscribing. It really helps me out big time. But yeah, and feel free to leave down a comment down below about how I'm ruining a perfectly good NA, or how that you like this build or don't like it, or you know, just think I'm an idiot. So you guys have a great rest of your day. I've been your host, Speed Turtle. Have a good one.